Hey, drop.
Welcome, everyone, to the Buchanan County Sports Podcast, Episode 8. Guys, a busy week in the county this past week. Monday, they had the Black Diamond District Championship for golf. 2 teams qualified, and I think there's like 6 additional players from Twin Valley and Council also.
Yes.
We'll go over a few of those to start things off. Grundy, of course, was the champions team-wise, with a score of 372. Hurley finished second at 409. Twin Valley at 442 and Council at 493. We'll go over the place winners first. Mason, and I'm going to assume they doubled up this time where they normally.
Yes.
Yeah, so Mason finished first at Mason Boyd of Grundy, 83. Aiden Whited second of Grundy at 93. Jackson Harden, he's of Hurley at 95. Brody Ford of Grundy at 98, 4th place. 5th place, Graham Pittman at 98 of Grundy. And Ethan Deal, he's of Hurley,
Yes.
at 99 in 6th place. And like I said, Grundy and Hurley both will advance to the Region 1D tournament to be held tomorrow at Tazewell County Country Club. Also advancing to the Region 1D tournament, Ben Mayhew of Twin Valley, Brandon Mullins of Twin Valley, Jacob Ray of Council, Blake Cooper of Twin Valley, Connor Elswick of Council, and Logan Dotson of Twin Valley. So the county will be very well represented there to Monday.
That's a heck of a. Mason did. That's a heck of a game. 83.
Yeah, I mean he.
I wonder if it was the back 9 or the front 9 that he actually scored his best score at. It's just.
I guess it'd be neat to see a full thing of each hole, how he did.
Aiden coming in second and not being able to really participate in any of this, this season.
Yeah, that's the. I do
That's
believe,
huge,
like I was saying earlier, I believe that's the first one he's had. So kudos to him, and we had actually named him our Player of the Week this week. He unfortunately is not going to be able to join us today. Busy man for sure. I'll speak on that a little bit later. Preston sent me something about Aiden that I'm going to read here in a little bit once we get to that part of it. But on through the stats and the scores and stuff from last week. Also on Monday, Council played Cornerstone and they lost 3-0. Scores of 21-25, 19-25, and 18-25. Ava Rose, 3 service points, 3 assists, 3 digs. Megan Hess, 5 service points, 3 aces, 2 kills, 3 digs. And Abby Deal, 3 service points and 2 kills. And then Phelps traveled to Hurley. Hurley got him a win there over Phelps, 3-0. Scores of 20-25, 12-25, and 21-25. And Bella Hurley with 7 service points, 10 assists, 3 digs. Emily Mullins, 9 service points, 11 digs, 4 kills. Keisha Hagerman, 8 service points, 6 assists. Brooklyn Owens, 10 service points, 1 dig, 3 kills. Brooklyn Estep, 10 service points. Jalen Dodson, 6 digs, 3 kills. And then on to Tuesday. If you don't care, Tim, I'll get you to read one for me.
Okay. Had Tuesday, had Council going to Hurley. Hurley lost that 3-2, 25-23, 13-25, 25-18, 20-25, and 15-10. Bella Hurley had 10 service points, 28 assists. That's a lot of assists.
Yeah.
Emily Mullins, 30 serving points, 7 digs, 5 kills. Good job with her. Also, Keisha Hagerman, 16 service points, 4 digs, 6 kills. Brooklyn Owens, 15 service points, 4 digs, 3 kills. Brooklyn Estep, 14 service points, 2 kills, 3 digs. Jalen Dotson, 7 service points, 8 digs, 6 kills. Carissa Hurley, 3 digs, 2 assists. Council stats. Kayla Johnson, 11 service points, 9 aces, 1 kill, 2 digs. Megan Hess, 6 kills, 3 digs. Cadence Runyon, 9 service points, 7 aces, 4 kills, 2 digs. Shay Stocks, 5 assists. Ava Rose, 4 assists, 3 digs. Wow.
Well, sorry about that, guys. I guess Fat Boy's got a in her food had arrived.
Well, you can't complain about the service. They're prompt.
Yeah, they're prompt. Kudos to Bellicinos. So we'll move on to Wednesday. Volleyball, Twin Valley faced Grundy. Grundy with another big win. I think it's the first, I guess that's their first district matchup of the year.
BDD district, yes.
Yeah, 25-10, 25-7, 25-15. And Grundy Destiny with 18 service points, 3 aces, 18 assists, 1 kill. Leah Rasnake, 9 service points, 5 aces, 8 kills. Sophia Belcher, 11 service points, 4 aces, 3 digs, 15 kills, 1 block.
Game right there.
Addison Bell, 8 service points, 4 aces, 2 digs, 8 assists, 1 kill. Riley Church, 3 service points, 1 ace, 9 digs, 6 kills. Claire Griffey, 10 digs. Madison Lester, 7 kills. Anna Conway, 2 service points, 3 assists, 1 kill. For Twin Valley, had Keisha McClanahan, 13 digs, 2 kills. Kyra Boyd, 3 digs, 1 kill, 2 service points. Addie Blankenship, 6 digs, 1 assist, 3 kills, 3 service points. Kaylee Mullins, 1 dig. Mela Bell.
No.
Malaya Bell, 3 assists, 3 kills. Kaylee Sparks, 1 kill. Addie Boyd, 1 dig, 2 assists, 5 kills. Maya Bell, 2 digs, 3 assists, 1 ace. And Kelsey Lester, 1 dig. And guys, I attended that game that night, and starting off, man, it was just like Grundy played with so much, like, I don't know what you want to call it, aggression or whatever.
Intense.
They was very intense coming out. And Lord, the way they would go up and spike that ball, I wouldn't want to be on the other end of that.
No, that's where their strong point is.
Yeah,
that front line.
Up front, they're very talented, and even when they move around, it really don't matter. They're still all around real good up front. But I'd messaged Twin Valley's coach Lexi and mentioned the fact that I was very shocked with Addie and everything. She is such a team leader to just be a sophomore, and I know you've known her pretty much her whole life, I'm assuming.
Yeah, she lives 2 houses below me, and if you know her, you know her. She's very vocal.
Yeah,
she's very vocal, and she's going to yell and scream at you when you screw up, and if you're not in your right position.
And I was going to assume that a lot of these girls that she was talking to are probably older than her.
They are.
But she was a true team leader, and I was highly impressed with that.
Yeah, she's good lady.
She would say, drop back, move up, or, just whatever she was needing to tell at the time. And I was very impressed with her.
Communication.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, of course, I know normally we have a cross-country event on Wednesday, but there wasn't one this week.
Was not.
And then Thursday, Chris, I'll get you to read that.
Let Rod go with this if you don't care.
Okay.
Thursday, Grundy had went to council. Grundy won 3-0, 25-13, 25-15, 25-17. Council, Gracie Brown, 6 service points, 3 aces. Kayla Johnson, 5 service points, 3 aces, and 4 digs. Megan Hess had 2 aces, 1 kill, 6 digs, and a block. For Grundy, Destiny Armendariz had 14 service points, 8 aces, 3 digs, 20 assists, 1 kill, and a partridge in a pear tree for her. Leah Rasnake, 16 service points, 8 aces, 3 digs, 6 kills. Sophia Belcher, 2 service points, 1 ace, 11 kills. Addison Bell, 6 assists, 4 kills. Riley Church, 7 service points, 6 aces, 7 digs, 7 kills. Claire Griffey, 6 service points, 3 aces, 11 digs, and 2 assists. Madison Lester had 2 kills. Cammie Rourke, 1 service point, 1 ace, 2 digs, and Ava Ward had 2 service points, 1 ace, 2 digs, and 1 kill. something I've noticed real quick before we continue on. These girls, they've been together forever. You know, they've played basketball since like the 5th grade together.
Yeah.
And then they get on the court together. You can tell by watching them girls, they know what each other's thinking.
Yep, that's what I was thinking Wednesday night when I was watching them.
And they can do a lot of stuff without communication. I mean, it's just like that they know where each other is going to be.
Know their
and watching them
tendencies
on the
and everything.
volleyball court and the basketball court, they are just the most
And,
cohesive
some of these
unit.
I think play softball together as well.
Yes,
So
they
I
do.
mean,
Yeah.
You know, Tim, you may know the answer to this. One of the girls I've not seen on the volleyball, and I know she used to play, is Kate Bostic. She, I guess, just concentrating on
Basketball.
and
She's doing competition cheer, and she does
she's a heck
basketball.
of an athlete. She definitely could, help
Yeah.
Grundy in any kind of sport. I just happened to see that and thought, that's the name I've not seen as of yet in
Yeah.
any sporting event. So
Yeah, she plays tennis as well, so she stays pretty active.
all around athlete.
Kate does a real good job.
But Rodney, I'll go ahead and get you to read over the football scores, and then that last thing we had there on Saturday with Keyston.
Okay, on Friday was football. Had 2 of the county teams traveling away. Hurley to Holston. Hurley come up short, 41-0 over Holston. Grundy on the road to Honaker. The Tigers win 66-16, and it was homecoming, final homecoming for the Twin Valley Panthers. They fall short to Tri-Cities Christian Academy out of Bluntville, Tennessee, a score of 44-8. And I know we'll talk about that game later, but what an offense that we seen up there at that game.
Yeah.
On Saturday, the 27th, cross country at Bristol. It was the Bristol Cross 2025. Grundy's Keyston Hartford, he finished second with a time of 16 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yep. And he was the only county athlete
Mhm.
that was there. I went up and down the list numerous times to see if there was anyone else, and he was the only one.
He does that on his own.
Yeah.
So he goes out on his own.
Big things hopefully coming for him
Yes.
as we go into the playoffs and everything. But Friday night, guys, I know you was over at Honaker for that one.
Yes.
Long night.
Long night. Honaker passing game is exceptional.
Yeah.
They've got a freshman quarterback, and he can just sit back there and throw it anywhere.
Seems like the athletes all around just they keep on coming at Honaker.
Yep. They're
that's
good.
what we were saying. I was looking at their schedule and looking at their stat line and all that. Everything pointed to, a Honaker team that was untypically. I mean, they've had a few quarterbacks that can pass the ball, and they've had a passing attack, but it's just like that's what they really rely heavily on their passing game.
Yes.
But they, that helped their offense get going on the ground too. So I think they had a couple kids, right around 100 yards. So it was a balanced deal for against you guys. It's hard. It's really hard to balance a defense against an offense that can do both.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
That's
when
right.
you've got a line that protects the quarterback and allows him time in the pocket like that so the receivers can run their routes or whatever, you're going to notice a big difference like that. I've seen a lot of games this year to where as soon as the ball is snapped, that quarterback is instantly. He's being chased out of the pocket. And that makes a big difference.
It's hard to get anything going like that.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was a long night, and I'm glad we got out of there without anybody getting majorly hurt. So that's the main thing.
But the hosted Hurley game, did you have a chance to check any of that out?
Yeah, I watched a lot of it online, which Pistol was keeping me informed too. But anytime there was in between quarters or halftime, I was watching it online. And Hurley actually drove the ball 3 or 4 times down to the 30 and 25 yard line and turned it over on downs. They would put together a 40 or 50 yard drive and just could
Just
not
stall
get
out.
it. They just stalled out, couldn't get it. So they did have a couple kids out due to injury. I think they started out with 3 at the beginning of the game starters. It's tough, when you're already limited
Small
in
school.
numbers. But I mean, making no excuses. Hosting, they brought
their A game.
They brought what they should have, but it was like if I remember correctly, it was still 0-0 going in the second quarter, and then it exploded pretty good in spurts. They scored 2 or 3 unanswered, and then they went for quite a while, and then Hurley would turn the ball over, and they put together a drive. it was a fairly decent matchup. It's just the defense got tired, and when you got key players out, it does make a difference. Not, to the point of, putting up 41-0, but, and I don't know, maybe at the end of the game there, I didn't watch the end. It may have been some garbage points there, I don't know, but still getting shutouts, period.
Is Holston, are they a 2A school?
No.
No,
They're
no,
not?
They're
still
single.
single A as well. But then we'll move on to the Twin Valley game. And Chris, well, first, Rodney, I guess speak on what you think his performance was there Friday night.
Oh, the radio.
Chris done a fine job from
Yeah.
what I could hear. That was one of the more eventful nights for me on the PA in the press box I've had. Every few minutes somebody was coming. We've lost phones or keys or need a vehicle moved, and the homecoming court was changing and stuff. But he was just 2 feet away from me, and I thought he done a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I was planning on helping him. Was greatly looking forward to that because I've never done it before. And literally like 10, 15 minutes before it started, I got a call and had to leave and head to Hansonville.
Cool.
So by the time I got back to Lebanon, I mean it was literally already over.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened, but it was like 8-0. Then it was 8-8, and I lost signal. And then when I got signal back,
Well,
it
you weren't the only one that lost
it
signal.
was-
Twin Valley's defense did too.
When
it
it
was in a
started-
hurry, man.
When it
the
started,
score was way out there by the time I got signal back.
the first part of the first quarter. I said, this is going to be a good defensive game.
Yeah.
Both teams, they drove down, would make stops. And then when that Twin Valley scored
Yeah.
first, it did not take the Eagles long at all to figure out Twin Valley's running game.
Yeah.
And when they figured that out, it was just shut down immediately.
They forced them into passing.
Yep.
Brayton did fairly well considering the circumstances because, like Rodney said, once they figured out they were going to have to make a decision from the quarterback, tuck it, run, and it was several times, like he was saying, quarterback's got to have time. And Braden was pretty much the entire game.
He was pressured all night.
Yeah, and he made some good plays with his legs, and he made some great passes. But some of the passes he would miss. He wasn't setting his feet, and it's when you get hit 2 or 3 times and you don't know if they're coming from the right or left or head on, you're going to make that, errant pass where he's overthrowing the receiver. But again, I still thought under the circumstances, and I thought he done fairly well. He did rush some passes, and in the running game, it just got so stalled that there was no help there for him. I think they had a couple of decent runs, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think fatigue had a lot to do with it too. You could tell
There's
they
no
was
doubt.
tiring out quick.
Fatigue is something across the board with all 3
Yeah.
schools.
It was
with the-
evident Friday night.
That kicker,
with the lack of
that
numbers
kicker
and
they got,
everything.
he's a good kicker. I mean, I don't know how old he is or what grade he's in.
I know I kept hearing
He's
you
so smooth.
mention about him being real smooth.
He's from Germany, but now he's somebody's worked with him. I don't know if it's been with soccer or a lot of your better kickers play soccer. They got a stronger leg, yada yada yada. But it's just even when he lines up to kick the ball, he places the ball, gives the defense time to get down the field. They recover well, extra points. That's something we didn't see a lot of over at Hurley. Was which they were such a tight game. They knew that they were going to have to match them score for score, so they were going for 2 a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And really, looking back now, it come back to bite them. But it was an exciting game if you're a Tri-Cities fan, that's for sure. And
they're a young team, so disciplined to be so young.
Yeah, that guy
We had a chance to talk to the quarterback's father there before
Yeah.
the game, and he was telling us a lot about their schedule and how they play and everything with the 8-man 8-man league that they play in.
he had was telling us that his stepson played for Holston, and he had his other son that played for Tri-Cities, so they were kind of split that night. Him and his wife were to watch the kids play, and at halftime I went out and told him the score, and he said he just had checked it. But that's got to be for a parent to have 2 kids playing at different schools.
Oh yeah.
I was sort of that way with my son and daughter, but they were a little bit younger. My son was younger than my daughter, So he was on the junior varsity at that time. Had a little bit different schedule. But I can imagine football season, you're pulled in two different directions all the time. But
Oh, yeah.
what that would feel like if they, I don't know, I didn't really pay any attention. I don't think they play each other, but if they was, that would be, how do you
Yeah.
root for that,
That whole team is pulled, where they do a lot of 8-man. He told me that they have already made 3 trips to Nashville this year to
Yeah.
play.
And
And they don't stay all night. They go down and come back. He said they are wore out.
Yeah, that's going to be a program this coach is really, they're trying to get more players in according to what that guy told us.
And didn't he say
You
that
know.
they had some like 8th graders out there on the field that night?
They had 5 8th graders.
Quarterback's 8th grader.
The quarterback's true 8th grader. I asked
my
him, I said,
God.
is he like a holdback? And he says, well, if you look at the way that private schools basically do the same thing that county schools would do as far as the way they would enter in. You can consider him a holdback, I guess, but he's not like, it's not like a Mount Mission holdback
Yeah.
where you don't know how they actually are. But yeah, he's legit. Good. It really blew my mind the first time I watched him and seen him here. It's like it's not a fluke. This kid's athletic. He can pass the ball. I think the biggest thing, the challenge they're going to have for a school like that is that they're losing a couple huge, kids on the line. So next year, I don't know the way the schedule looks now. I don't think Southern Gap will be playing them unless they have to pick up a game. That's what he told us. He was having a hard time finding people to play us, is what he said. So maybe if you're out there and you need an extra game, give him a holler. I think that he'd be willing to play y'all if it's within a drive they can handle.
Their roster, I counted, had 6 8th graders on it and 4 or 5 freshmen on it.
I think that number 2 they said was a 7th grader.
What?
He wasn't on the original roster,
Yeah.
and I seen him out there. It was number 2. Let's say it was number 2, and at the end of the game, he was out there. Which I'll be honest, they was one time where I heavily disagreed with what they did. They had a 37-point lead, whatever it was.
Onside kick.
They onside
Yeah.
kick.
Mhm.
Guys, listen, as a coach, if you're doing that, stop it. That's just nonsense. Don't do that. Now, whether the kid meant to do it or not, I don't know. But if you all did mean to do that, to me, it's disrespectful and unsportsmanlike. Don't do that.
Slap in the face.
It's a slap
Yeah.
in the face. And what that does, it makes the opposing coaches and opposing players mad enough to want to hurt your kid over a stupid thing that could have been avoided.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah,
word
because
of advice.
it causes tensions to flare
Mhm.
up and stuff. And if that's something you want to work on, that's what practice is for. Not when you've got a
Yeah, don't run
30-some
them.
point
Yeah.
lead.
And they recovered it.
Yeah. But guys, I guess that's it for the look back at last week. So we'll move on to the players of the week. Okay, guys, our Buchanan County Sports Boys Player of the Week goes to Aiden Whited this week. Of course, unfortunately, he was unable to join us. And from what I gather from a Facebook post there, he is quite a busy guy. I know I heard something about a FBLA conference and then the game. And now he's at Tazewell today practicing and stuff.
Oh,
So
yes.
very busy student athlete. And even though he's not going to be here, we was going to discuss him a little bit. The fact that he ended up finishing second in the district tournament in golf, and that was actually his first event of the year.
That's the way I take it as well.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen him on any other scorecards.
And a 93.
That's pretty impressive.
And then, of course, like I said, is as busy as he is with everything and stuff, and still be able to go out there and do that. I did get a little quote from Coach Preston Hibbets, and I'll read that to you. Aiden is a great athlete. He is very hardworking, and I'm sorry here. What is that?
God. And contiguous, I guess.
He has really been grinding this year with football, but he is also doing golf. He is a top 10 level student and a regional leader in the FBLA. As a student, Aiden is excellent also. He really takes school seriously. He is an all-around student athlete. As a teacher, Aiden is the type of kid you like to have. And as a coach, he is hardworking, coachable, type player that you want. And I know you have had
That
some
was his post he put on there.
yeah. Also, Yeah, he had posted online a little bit about him as well. Said that when I announced that he was the player of the week, Preston also said what people don't know is that after finishing as a runner-up in the Black Diamond District Golf Championship, where he walked approximately 6 miles with golf clubs on his back, Aiden rushed back to Grundy to make it to football practice. He then traveled to Virginia Beach midweek for a FBLA leadership conference, and he is a regional leader and still returned in time to lead the Golden Waves against Honaker on Friday night. High school activities, both sports and others, are meant to be formative rather than performative. Aiden exemplifies the many fine young men and women in this county who are learning commitment and responsibility every day in our classrooms, schools, and on the playing field.
I think the word there is commitment.
Yeah.
I mean, he's committed to, it doesn't matter if it's golf, football, FBLA, he's committed to it. If that means we got to put the extra work and time and effort in, he's going to do it. And that's what I said about these kids and their character. You know,
and I know there's another commitment that I think Tim will touch on as far as his commitment to the Lord as well.
Well, he is very committed to the Lord. He prays every week.
I know you told the story about seeing the Bible in his locker.
Seeing the Bible in his locker. That was last year, and he still has a Bible in his locker. I commend him for that, because this day and time, young men and women would get criticized. That, you know, people make fun of him for that. But he's courageous in his beliefs, in his religion. And that goes back to mom and dad.
Yeah.
His mom and dad instilled that in him. They're great people.
Yeah.
They're great people to doing that, and we need more like that. But go back on what Crystal just said and what you said, Michael. I've known Aiden a long time. I love the kid. Monday he went and played golf. Tuesday he went to practice football Monday evening. Then Tuesday he practiced football. Wednesday and Thursday he was gone to Virginia Beach FBLA. He drove back Friday, and he got to Honaker around 5:30, just enough to get his uniform on, go out on that field and play.
After right at 1,000-mile travel.
That's a leader.
Yeah.
That's a leader. That's guys wanting to be there. He's done so much. He is a leader. He's just a junior, high school, but he's leading that team as a quarterback. He's showing respect to each player on that field, either if you're on his team or he's not on his team. He always helps people up. If he knocks them down, he always has something positive to say. I can't say nothing good, nothing negative. Everything's good about Aiden. I talked to him yesterday. I checked on him yesterday morning. He rolled his ankle Friday night, and I checked on him, and he's, Coach, that ain't nothing. To me, it is. It is something. Yeah. He rolled his ankle. But so he went home that Friday night, and they soaked that foot and soaked it all night long. So he can be able to play this week and practice this week and get ready. So to me, that's a true leader.
You know, there's an old saying. I remember a coach one time saying this at a clinic, and he talked about effort versus commitment. Effort is something that you want to see out of all your players. And he used the example, if you had a boulder in front of you, it takes effort to move it. And if you're pushing it uphill, it takes the commitment to see it never gets back in front of you.
Yeah.
So you can just push it, move out of the way, and it's going to roll back. But that's the kind of the analogy he used. And if you think about that with the way that Aiden goes about his daily routine, he puts forth the effort every morning. It starts with his prayer, and it's huge. But the commitment is he always makes sure to never forget when he gets up to start with prayer. It's the commitment every day. And I can't stress that enough with kids that I've dealt with through the years, is how important prayer is. You know, I know there's going to be some out there that listen to this going to disagree, and that's fine. You're entitled to that. But if you look for the example that a young man like Aiden, we've had some young ladies like, Ella, a few more of them that's come on the show, and they also represent, a good student body now that, they stand out boldly with their Christian belief. So put forth the effort, but also never forget how you've got to be committed to all these things to keep yourself ahead of the pack.
Yep,
You know,
for sure. Well, guys, y'all got anything else on
I
that?
I love the kid. I love
Yeah.
Aiden. I always loved Aiden, and I just want to congratulate you, Aiden, on being Buchanan County Sports Podcast Player of the Week. You earned it. You've done an excellent job doing it. You're a leader. Main thing is you put God first, and that's the most important thing.
yeah, I'm sure his parents, and I know them very well, Eugene Whited and Marshall Whited, and they could care less about this stuff, but his faith is number one.
Yeah, he's excellent. And like I told him at maybe Thursday, I can get with him and we get an
Okay.
interview with him and we can post
Yeah,
it.
that'll be great.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
great.
yeah, because we want to make sure he gets his story. We want his story.
All righty, guys. I guess we'll go ahead and move on to the Girls Player of the Week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Leah Rasnake of the Grundy Volleyball team. Last week, Leah helped lead the Grundy Volleyball team to two big district wins over Twin Valley and Council. Through both games, she totaled 25 service points, 13 aces, 14 kills, and 3 digs. Exceptional 2-game stretch there. But Leah, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for
and
having me.
I believe our question man here, Tim, has got some questions for you.
What are your goals for this season in volleyball?
I think as a team, we're just trying to win region, and hopefully we can make it to state. But we're just trying to get the region first.
Well, since you touched on that, we had Coach Lester, of course, Coach Stiltner.
Yeah.
Now she's Coach Lester.
Yeah.
We had her on our podcast, and that's what she said. That was her goal to go into regionals and go on to state. So that was good for her.
And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't she say that Grundy Volleyball has not had a regional win?
I think that's what she said. Y'all have not had a regional win, have you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Throughout the last, I guess volleyball's been going about 20 plus years.
Wasn't there when I was there.
No.
Of course, I'm old.
I think it all kind of started when they did the transition to girls basketball from a fall sport to a winter sport.
Yes,
that
probably.
kind of.
Okay. How has your team improved since the start of your season to now?
I think we just come together more as a team. We've learned to pick up balls, like pass balls better. We just learned to play better together.
Communicate.
Yeah, better. Yes, a lot of work.
That was something
communication.
I think it's wild. I mean, the communication level when they're out there, it's like, one will set one up, and I mean, it's like they know what the other's going to do.
Communication in
Yeah.
Leah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you
communication's
play
key.
basketball too?
Oh yeah.
So what's the difference? Like when you're on the basketball floor, I've coached ball for years, basketball, but what did you find are either similarities or what the difference between the way you have to talk on the basketball court versus the volleyball court?
Well, with volleyball, you have to know who's getting it, because if you don't talk, then you're screwed. But basketball, it's just like, I don't really like. It's just different.
So you're not as vocal in basketball.
No, it's just more of run and gun. Volleyball, you have to settle down,
Yeah.
talk.
Set place.
Yep.
Set.
Yep.
How do you keep your energy up during a long match?
Just try to stay out of my head. Get the team, happy. Start dancing. It helps, like when we have timeouts, Melanie plays music, and we're just dancing,
Yeah.
keeping our nerves calm and everything.
I don't think they've really had no long matches this year.
Well, they're coming.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Yeah.
They're coming. Because I know you guys have went on weekends and played some
Yeah.
good, tough teams. So
Yeah.
you're just good as you play.
Yeah.
So if you play tough teams, you're going to get better. What makes this year's team special compared to the past? Of course, you girls been together for how long? 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah. So it's every year special, right?
Yeah. I think we've grown up together. We're friends on and off the court. I mean,
That's huge.
we're just best friends. Yeah, it's going to suck when the seniors have to go.
Yeah, but you get a new era. You can start a new era.
Yeah, you get to meet new people.
Start your new era with everything. How did you first get started in volleyball?
Anthony Church started this Boys and Girls Club volleyball in the 6th grade, and that's how I started playing.
I don't think Coach Church gets enough credit for what he actually does for
Mm-mm.
Grundy sports at a young age. I mean, I remember some of his posts when because he does, the middle school or elementary gym PE, and I would see so many things in there, just fun things he would create for the kids to do to make it fun for them, but now also, trying to keep them in shape, you know, and keep their mind physicality part up. So he deserves a lot of credit for that. And I'm glad you mentioned him because he is he's a fun guy to be around.
Yeah.
Who's been your biggest influencer in your volleyball career so far?
Like who started?
Who influenced you to do it?
Probably my sister.
Okay.
I've watched her grow up playing volleyball, so I've always wanted to do it. What she did. So.
That's good.
Yeah.
Following your sister's
Yeah.
footsteps. Yeah, that's good. What's the most challenging part of the game for you?
Trying to stay out of my head. When I get in my head, it's really hard to get out, but I'm still working on that.
What motivates you to work hard in practice and games?
Just to get better. I want to win. That's just
The ability to win.
yeah. I want to win.
Do you have any pregame routines or rituals?
As a team, we usually just go out to eat. Then when I get to the game, I usually put my AirPods in, listen to rock music. You know.
Got to get in the game,
Yeah.
get your head together. What's one skill you're working on to improve right now?
My hitting.
If you had something that you had to prove on, what skill would it be?
Probably my hitting. Be consistent with it.
That's good. What do you think is the key of being a good teammate?
Lifting each other up. You know, tell them it's all right. Just supporting them.
That's a big role you're probably going to have to step in
Yeah.
as far as next year being a senior and being a senior leader.
Yeah. What's been your proudest moment on the court?
Definitely beat Jared Burton. I
Okay.
was so happy to beat them.
Okay.
After last year, we lost to them. So.
Do you have you talking about a pumped up song? Do you have a favorite pumped up song?
It's probably like "Sweet Child O' Mine." Something by,
Old
you know,
school.
yeah.
Old school. There
There's
you
that
go.
Anthony Church coming out.
Oh, yeah.
He's old school.
Yeah. Who's the funniest person on the team?
Probably Anna Conaway. She always has some jokes coming, but yeah, she always keeps the team laughing.
What's your favorite memory with your teammates outside of the game?
I don't really know. Probably just car rides to go eat or something, bus rides to games.
If this season is going to be into Grundy High School.
Yeah.
Go to Southern Gap, and you have a freshman starting volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give that freshman as you being a senior next year?
Just keep your head up, keep pushing, don't, just keep pushing. I mean, your time's going to come.
If you could pick one sport other than volleyball, basketball, any sport you already play, if you pick one sport other than what you play now, what would it be? It could be anything. It don't have to be here. Be anywhere.
Anything like football or like rugby.
I never dreamed that.
Oh, yeah.
I never saw you'd pick that, but that's good. You got Coach Lester and you got Coach Church on the bench all the time screaming.
Mm-hmm.
She told us when something happens and y'all lose a point or something happens, what does she tell you?
Always next point.
Next point. That's exactly what she said.
Well, at least they remembered.
You remember. That's exactly what she said.
Yeah.
Next point. Next point. So that's all I have. I just want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
You've done really, really well.
Thank you.
And I hope and pray
Most
everything
definitely.
keeps going, carries over in basketball.
Yeah, let's hope, yes.
Yeah. And Chris might have something, or
Chris.
Michael.
No, I want to congratulate you and to see kids that they come on here. You said you were a little nervous, but these little things like this is just part of life. When you should expect this when you do great things and you've worked hard for something, and people recognize it. It shouldn't shock you because you've put the work in. And I know your parents are proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
We're proud of you. And I'm from Hurley. I love seeing kids succeed no matter where you're from. And if people doesn't want you to succeed because you're from another school, I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, it's ignorant, but there's people out there like that. So don't ever let that stuff get you down. Continue doing what you're doing. And we hope and pray to see you, in basketball or maybe some other time this year, make the headlines again.
Thank you.
Yep, most definitely.
I'm very proud of you. We didn't read you. You read your stacks, didn't you?
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Great picture. I love the picture you're pointing. I love it. Great picture.
Thanks, Coach Hannah, for that one.
Yeah. Once again, congratulations being Buchanan County Sports Podcast Player of the Week. Can't thank you enough. Thank you for being at Grundy. supporting Grundy.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
next year, you need to, take it to Southern Gap, be the leader like you already are.
Yep,
Because
most definitely.
there's some big things going to happen up there.
Or just, well, I got you here, and I've asked some kids this, just for curiosity's sake. Don't mean to put you on the spot. Well, yeah, I do. I take it back. Yeah, I do. But the atmosphere, knowing this is the last year at Grundy, are y'all really excited about the new school being open and knowing that there are going to be other kids from parts of the county that's going to combine with it?
I think we're excited to experience, bigger and better things, and I'm excited to play with my friends from Hurley and Twin Valley. And I'm excited, but it's also sad that it's the last year of Grundy where we grew up at. But
Bittersweet
Yeah.
in a way. Yeah, I agree. I think everybody would agree that we thought this would happen years ago, in the way that it's happening now, but it didn't. It slowly progressed into what it is. But every kid I spoke with, it doesn't matter where they're from, they're the same way. They're heartbroken. Their school's been shut down, but in the same sense, they're excited for the new,
Yeah.
the new start.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear that. Like I said, I've not heard not one single kid. I've heard a bunch of parents, but I've not heard
Yep.
not one single kid say, I dread it or I hate it. And I'm talking about the kids that played sports. There may be some out there that may disagree with that, and I welcome that if they are, that they're entitled to that. But I am glad to see the majority of you kids that's on the same page, because that's what it's going to take for the coaches to be able to have successful programs, for the teachers to be able to have successful classrooms. The students have got to come together.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear that. But congratulations.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you coming.
Thank
So you said like with relationships and stuff, as far as some of the girls, either in volleyball, basketball, you do have those relationships
Yes.
already with players from the other schools.
Yeah.
Well, that's great to hear and everything. That'll help it kind of gel a little bit more quicker and everything.
The kids ain't going to have no trouble.
No, we've
Majority of them.
Majority of them.
We've said that time and time again on here that it's more a parent problem a lot of times. I do believe that they've lived this for 40, 50, 60 years, and they think that it's 1970, 1980. We're feuding in the streets or something other over it. But these kids nowadays, they go out together, they text, they a lot of them even attend church services together and stuff. And they know each other, and I don't think it's as much of a problem as a lot of people is making it out to be.
No, the way I see it is your brother graduated from Grundy, your sister graduated from Grundy, and I know you would love to graduate from Grundy, but you're going to be the first class
Yep.
that's graduating from the Southern Gap Eagles.
Yes.
So that's something that you have on your brother and your sister.
Yep.
So it's going to be awesome. I've toured the school, and the school's going to be great once they get it all fixed. Going to be a lot of technology that you can have at your fingertips that you need to get you ready for college.
Yeah.
I know we talk about the sports side of things, but academically,
Yes.
I think it's going to be great opportunities for the students as well as the student athletes.
But you being a leader, it'll fall right in place.
Yeah. But again, we thank you for joining us today,
thank you,
and
guys.
congratulations and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All righty, thank you.
That's my pizza.
All right, guys, move on to the schedule for next week, and I'm going to start the week off with the Region 1D golf tournament. As we said before, Hurley and Grundy's teams will make it, and also competing will be Ben Mayhew of Twin Valley, Brandon Mullins of Twin Valley, Jacob Ray of Council, Blake Cooper of Twin Valley, Connor Ellswick of Council, and Logan Dotson of Twin Valley. So definitely want to wish all those golfers
Tomorrow.
good luck. Yeah, it'll be on Monday, and I believe that's at Tazewell, I do believe.
Yes.
Tazewell Country Club.
Yeah. And also that evening, there was a little bit of confusion last week, I believe maybe even with the coaching staff. Grundy was supposed to play East Ridge on Thursday, according to Hannah, but according to the coach at Council,
Yeah, a little different.
Grundy was playing Council.
Yeah, it's
But
a little
anyway, the Grundy East Ridge game will finally happen this Monday, Grundy at East Ridge. So want to wish the girls, we just had Leah on here a few minutes ago. As
Big
player of the
game
week.
out there.
Yep.
East Ridge is usually pretty solid.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay. So best of luck to them as they go down to the state line and take on the East Ridge Warriors, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Tuesday night we've got our first Grundy Hurley matchup in any sport this year.
District games.
Grundy will be at Hurley in volleyball, and Twin Valley will be at Council in volleyball. So
Both district games, yeah.
yep. So and then Wednesday, I've not heard anything about a cross country event. I know Tim, you're a little bit closer to that than the rest of us.
You hit it right on that, Randy Smith.
Yeah.
It's they said Thursday or Wednesday, so we don't know for sure.
Yeah,
yet.
well, I'd gotten this information off of Milestad, I guess.
Yeah, so
So
I know it's not Wednesday, but I believe it is Thursday because my daughter told my wife that.
So as he mentioned, cross country on Thursday, the 19th annual Randy Smith Classic at Sugar Hollow Park, presented by John Battle High School. Some of the runners in the event, I'll go ahead and name some of those off. Council will have 4 boys competing: Gage Brown, Jacob Ray, Jesse Ray, and Ben Stevens. 1 girl will be competing, Allie Compton. Grundy will have several boys competing: Ryder Anderson, Braden Conway, Weston Deal, Jacob Fields, Keyston Hardford, Talon Looney, Talon Looney, I'm sorry, Jacob Smeltzer, White Street, and Lucas Vance. And I've read this one. Grundy's girls
Destiny.
runners will be Destiny and Leah
Armendez.
and Reagan Boyd, Savannah Childress, Emma O'Quinn, Kelly Ratliff, Lisa Ratliff, Ella Robertson, and Tim. You can go ahead.
Yeah, I cannot.
I really wish that I would be able to hear someone pronounce this, and I am so sorry for this.
Rodney's pretty good at these names.
Rodney, you want to take a crack at that?
Well, I was sitting here trying to, how we learn our syllables in school, trying to break it. Let's see. Scylla Shinchenko.
That's the last name,
That's
the first name?
Right.
What's
The first name?
He says right.
To me, that looks like just like
Veronica?
Veronica.
Yeah.
Scylla Shinchenko. I said it again.
I
Good
apologize not to know it. I know Rodney's pretty good at this because he and I done basketball together, and we had some tough names. And he always comes
Listen,
through with.
Scylla.
Anybody I know that's got a name that's long like that in sports, they've always got a nickname.
Yeah.
We need a nickname.
Yeah,
VS.
for sure.
So-
VS. There we go.
Do you know, before you go any further, I'm going to go back to this. I know there's some people from the Virginia High School League that will be getting, maybe hear about this, and I don't care. Leah Rasnake deserves a chance to run.
Yeah.
I mean, she's put in the time, she's put in everything. She's the perfect example of a student athlete and
a person.
as a human being.
Yeah.
And you're a bit ashamed of yourself. Point blank, you're a bit ashamed of yourself not giving this girl a chance. These rules, some of these rules y'all got, it's crazy. It's just ridiculous. And
Every situation is not the same, and I think every instance like this needs to be thoroughly looked over, and not the same principle as always has been done with every circumstance. Every circumstance is different.
Kids in high school are living the best days of their life, whether they know it or not, and they are absolutely punishing her.
As of
For
right now,
something.
this is one child that is not
Right,
being
that's
living
what I
the
was
time
gonna
of her
say.
life.
You think about this now. They're taking away not just her opportunity to run, but these are scholarships. These are opportunities in college that they're taking away from her, and they're not looking. They don't even care about that. And for them to say it, and they can argue all they want to. They ain't gonna make me or anybody else with common sense believe that they got the better of the kids' interest in mind by doing her this way. It's just not. It's ridiculous. But anyway, that's my rant. I'm sorry.
I totally
agree.
agree. I totally agree, Chris. Ella is a great person. She's a great athlete, and she put the time in.
And she's still putting it in.
Yeah, she's not.
Oh
She's
yeah,
still
she's
training
not quit.
As
Yeah,
if she's going to run tomorrow.
Yeah.
and
So-
I this is no disrespect to any of our county girls that'll be running in this, and no disrespect
Right.
for any other, because I know
That's
there's
right.
a lot of runners in this. This is a very big event every year, and no disrespect to them, but I guarantee you she would finish top 5 in this
Easy, yes.
And she's not ran an event all year because of what Chris has said. And I'm sure her family knows. We 100% support her and her family's effort to try to get her back on the track and cross country and stuff,
Yes.
as well as the court.
Yes, basketballs too.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
would
it's
like-
sad.
I'd like to see, as a county, for the VHSL just to be inundated with phone calls and letters from every parent, because how would they feel if it was their kid that was in that particular set of
If
circumstances?
this was north of Roanoke, wouldn't
It
be an
wouldn't be,
issue.
no.
And that's not me, my opinion. It's facts can back that up. They can like it or not
Well,
like what I got to say. Facts will back it up.
Something I was just thinking
I'm
about.
behind you,
I'm
brother.
not sure I should say this on here,
It's your
but
show.
why is our school system itself, as in Buchanan County, not trying to do something to help this girl?
Well, maybe I'm sure they have. They've got letters.
I mean,
wrote and stuff
I mean,
like
I
that,
don't know
but
if they are. It sounds to me like from the discussions that we've had that it's clearly just her family that is pushing, and I don't know how much support she is getting from anyone else.
Mhm. Yeah, like I say, I don't know. Was
I
to be
surely
certain to say, but
hope they are.
I've heard people talk that letters have been written, they've been phone calls made. They have lawyers working on this, and it's just you punished her long enough. She did the same crap last year. Then they let her run. Then they said, okay, now you can't. I mean, the emotion that this girl she's endured enough. Put it to rest. Let her run. Let her finish her high school career out, and do it with some dignity and respect. Y'all keep hollering and hooping that this is for the kids. Y'all make these rules and do all this and that for the better of the kids. And prove it.
Yeah.
Let her run. I mean, it's just that simple.
Yeah, for sure.
I totally agree, Chris.
Mhm.
Yep.
Totally agree.
Yeah, me as well. But back to the schedule. Also that night, volleyball, Hurley will be at Mountain Mission, and council will travel to Twin Valley for volleyball. And then football Friday night, we've got Grundy and Richlands.
Big
and
game.
Twin Springs at Twin Valley, the Battle of the Twins.
Battle of the Twins.
The Buchanan County side of me really hopes that Grundy can come back across Shorts Gap Friday night with a win and finish this rivalry off.
I would love to see that. Yes.
I was looking back at it, and anybody can go to fourseasonsfootball.com and look back at the records. I'm not sure. It might be 15 different matchups, I guess, since the last time they won. I may be wrong on that, but it was 95.
Yep.
I guess you was a part of that.
No, I wasn't a part of that team as year after I
Oh,
graduated.
okay.
But
The
we
95
made
team,
the 95 team
the
though.
95 team won a regular.
I
Won
got
during the regular season and also the playoffs. They had a
Yes.
playoff matchup. And then the next 2 years following that, 96 and 97, they got wins each of those seasons. And then it's been all Blue Tornadoes ever since.
Yeah, except for last year, we beat them in a scrimmage last
Yeah.
year, but that was a scrimmage, and that don't count for Hill Beans.
Yeah. But
that was a benefit game for them over there. That we
it
did
would
right.
definitely be something I am sure that will be mentioned
Oh yeah.
quite often during
This week.
practice and stuff this week.
It's going to be a steep hill for them.
Oh yeah,
It is,
Yeah.
it is.
No joke.
We-
It is going to be a steep hill for them.
We seen
Anything can happen, guys.
Honaker was a very steep hill as well this week.
There's tough.
And so you never know. Instead of only on any given Sunday, we'll say on any given Friday night, I guess.
So
Of course, Hurley's off this week, so
Yes.
they hope to get some players back and get them healthy and get some rest, much
So-
needed rest.
Twin Springs at Twin Valley. I don't know much about Twin Springs. I haven't seen much about them this year. Have you guys know anything about
I
them?
know that Twin Springs and Twin Valley are usually a huge rivalry in basketball.
That is something
You know.
in both sports that has carried over from Garden, because Garden had many intense battles with Twin Springs back in the day.
Mhm.
And I was looking earlier at some of their games so far. I've got
I
it
still
pulled up
think
here.
Twin Valley can pull it off, boys.
So far this year, you've got
What's their schedule?
they've got a loss to Craig County. They beat J.I. Burton 55-13, defeated Pineville 51-14, Unaka 40-12, lost to Northwood 48-21. So that's where they stand so far. And I think there was something interesting about I seen Craig County beat them 35-28, but Craig County had, let me see here, they are actually 4-0, and they beat Bland 56-0, and Montcalm 48-0. So it's another one of those piecing things together type thing.
Mhm.
So if Twin Springs, played Montcalm and Bland like that, with Twin Valley had playing both of those opponents as well, that's probably going to be a tall task, I would imagine, for Twin Valley.
Twin Springs is going to rely. They're a running team. They've got that little freshman Isaiah Kaiser. He's averaging 72 yards a game or a carry or per game. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And when he breaks loose, he's gone. I mean, they rely a lot on him. They've also got Clay Ross that's carrying the ball a lot for them. But other than that,
Yeah.
that's their two main go-tos right there.
But they are 4-0 according to what I've seen online. So
Wow.
it'll be probably another tall task for Twin Valley this week. But we definitely wish them the best of luck.
Oh, yes.
As we do all of our county schools. But guys, anything to add on any of the action this upcoming week? Rodney?
Our game of the week we will follow the Golden Wave over to Richlands. That will be our game on WMGD, 7 p.m. kickoff, I assume, for that. So we'll be on around 6:45. If you can't make it over there, we'll have it for you. I want to mention something about non-competitive, but to me, they're athletes as well, and that they make their way around the county. They dealt with some heat this past weekend, had a couple of them actually get sick. One passed out at the band.
Yeah.
They went over and done the Twin Valley Homecoming Day Parade. They sound phenomenal. They keep getting better each year. They were there to provide the music as the homecoming court attendees came out onto the field. They were there to play the pep music during the game. And there's a lot that goes into that as far as, learning to read the music, play the instruments, learning the choreography, traveling to the games to support all of the county schools. They do a terrific job, and they were battling some hot temperatures over the other day because they were in their full suits. And as I said, one of them passed out, and I hope she's okay now. But they're doing a great job. I enjoy having them
we've
at
mentioned
the
that
games.
several times.
Hey, 2 years
They did a
ago,
great job at halftime. I like it.
my nephew plays on that band. 2 years ago, there's 13 members, and this year they're 43 members. So they had I don't know what you call it, coach, sponsor, whoever, whatever.
Band director.
Band director. There it is. He has done very well. Even though, Rodney, he's in our way all the time we call basketball. Every time we call basketball, he's in our way. But he has done very well with that program, and so proud of a Buchanan County band.
How many band directors do they have now? Do you know?
I do know of two because they brought an extra on because they're trying to get some kids from Hurley to come to the band and Grundy and they split like two schools from one band director and two for the other, but they all come together, But I do know they do that, and they practice all the time. That's all my nephew does is practice, walking on the field, how do you do your steps. I mean, they practice a lot, and so proud of them. I'm proud of them.
We have two students. I don't know if y'all know, you probably do. I've had them on the radio program. We have two students from the Buchanan County Band that will be representing Buchanan County in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Really?
Oh,
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Rachel Tackett and, oh gosh, I worked with his daddy. What's it?
I know,
I've drawn a blank.
I know her mom, Tiffany.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Chris, you got anything else?
No.
Tim?
I'm good. Just good luck to everybody all this week on all your county teams.
Yeah, good
just
luck. I would really love to see both teams win.
Yeah, for sure. All righty, guys. Until next week, we'll see you then.
Yeah, hey, drop.